Now that I've made my cup of coffee and I'm ready to go, we are going to see how pancakes are made, vegan style. Okay, so we begin. Here we have 1 cup and 1/4 of a cup of water. We add to that 2 tablespoons of oil. Make sure it's all out of there. And for now, you leave that aside, like so. Then you come over here and you sift 1 cup and 1/4 of a cup of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Put that in there, like so. 2 tablespoons of sugar. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, all that set. And then you just make sure it's nice and sifted. Make sure you get all that out of there. Okay, the next item on the agenda is to make a hole in the dry ingredients. Make sure you make a pretty good well in there, just because that's where you'll be putting your liquid ingredients. Okay, I think I got it just about right. Okay, and now you pour in the liquid. Now this is the water and the oil. You pour it in so. There we go. Then you take your trusty, you mix it. Now you want to make sure that you mix it, but you don't overmix it, because if you overmix it, then the air bubbles will leave and you're going to be left with very flat pancakes that haven't risen. And I like to use a bowl that has the bottoms rounded out, just because it makes it easier to mix and make sure you get all that flour and all those ingredients mixed into the thing. So in the end, your batter should look something like this. Okay, next step is to turn on your stove and heat it up. So you sprayed your pan. So your pan is sprayed. Then what I like to do is use the 1/4 of a cup measurement. Then you place it in the pan like so. And usually you can get a couple in a pan. Now, when you see the bubbles forming on top, and they're not quite ready, the bubbles are forming. It's a good sign it's getting close to being flipped, but because the edges are not quite looking like a little bit done, they're not ready to be flipped. Now, let's see. Yep, looks like they're ready. And there we go. Now it's time for the toppings. We have a little bit of vegan margarine, of course, or a lot, depending on your likes and tastes. Put it on there like so. Go like this a little bit. Okay. You can put agave syrup or maple syrup, depending on what you prefer. Just put it on there real well. There we go. And I prefer some cinnamon. And with this, you're going to have a very good, yummy breakfast.